Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Book It Sports community and viewers around the world. We got another great episode of The Morning After for you this morning. We're going to wake you up the right way, the best way we know how, which is, by the way, might be new to the show, but with some winners. We got Josh in the studio behind the camera. We got me behind the desk. It is now time for The Morning After. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Somebody grab me our broom ski, please. Because the boys might have just clean swept the board, and by we did. This might be the best betting show on the internet. This might be the best betting show on the internet.
It just might be.
Because I got news for you. We clean swept the board yesterday. South Carolina at plus 5.5.
Free.
Josh, you said keep the points. They win that game outright. Vegas has been disrespectful.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little scared for a sec, but
No,
like when they were up 14 and they came back, they were down 3.
Josh,
Hey, but they responded. They won. Doesn't matter.
Just stand on some business
doesn't
one
matter.
time, dude. Stand on some goddamn business one time. Minnesota plus 11.5. You're giving the team with the best record against the spread? Minnesota plus 11.5.
Free.
Where are you at? Where the fuck are you at? Where were you when Minnesota covered their 24th spread of the goddamn season? Setting records at a record-setting pace. The Gophers in Minnesota. Who fucking knew? We did. That's the answer. We knew.
The entire time.
We knew. Alabama minus 5.5. Alabama minus 5.5.
Second half team.
And what did I say?
They
That
won.
Ole Miss team's going to go through a
Yeah.
drought.
Yeah.
And what'd they do? They went through a drought. They had a 3-point lead at the half. I don't know if anyone saw that. And then guess what? Alabama beat them by almost 12 points.
Yeah. That was crazy. I thought they had like 56, 58 points in the second half. They go crazy in the second half.
I mean, what did we say? We literally sat up here and said, listen, here's the thing about it. I don't think Ole Miss is going to be able to hang with this Alabama scoring. And guess what? Ole Miss is going to go through some droughts. And guess what happened? Ole Miss went through some droughts.
They went through.
And they couldn't hang with Alabama scoring. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get one the hard way. Oregon State plus 13.5.
Straight out of the ass.
Straight out of the ass. And not to mention Jordan Pope to score 20 plus points at plus 230. Bang that, sir. Bang that, sir. Excuse me, waiter. We'll have another. That's a clean goddamn sweep from the kids. That's a clean goddamn sweep from the kids.
Unbelievable.
The best betting show on the internet. We do it every morning.
I do have
11:45
to,
a.m.
I mean, obviously we're off this now, but I do have to give Javon props too.
Oh yeah, of course.
He went 5-0.
Of
He's
course.
5-0 back-to-back days.
No, that's crazy.
So we got to match him today. We're matching him today.
No,
we're
we're
going
matching him
5-0.
today.
We're matching him.
No, we're matching today. We're matching today. Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, not to mention, the kid also went 9-3 on straight bets, including the sweep.
Yeah, it's 9-2 though. You don't count Providence.
Yeah,
Providence
dude,
is
that
just-
was
that's just an auto bet every game. You don't even count that.
Hey, man,
if they win or lose, you don't count those.
hand up.
Actually, if they win, you.
No, if they win, I'm counting that shit. Hand up. Providence might go down in the hall as one of the worst wagers of all time.
That was tough.
Plus 11.5. We got our dicks
They
beat
were
off.
down 12 in 3 minutes.
Like, literally, I blinked.
Yeah.
I was taking a shower last night. At halftime, if things aren't going right of Providence games, I have some rituals that I will do.
Yeah.
1, drink really heavily. Didn't do that yesterday. 2, I'll take a shower because normally it's towards the end of the day and I haven't showered yet. I'll take a shower. 3, drink really heavily. I didn't do that though. I didn't do that. Hand up. I took a shower. I happened to be on the phone with my girlfriend while I was in the shower. I go, so I knew the second half had started.
Yeah.
Now, babe, just give me the Providence score. And if it's bad, just don't even say anything. Silence. And I'll tell you what, it hits a little different when you hear silence in that matter and you're stark naked in a shower. And my shower head is this big. So I'm getting like I'm getting spit on by the water. I'm just sitting there stark naked. That bad, huh? No, it's bad. And she goes,
No, it's
and she goes, 12. And I was like, oh, so we're almost close to coverage. She goes, 12. It's almost 24 points. It's like, Very good. Very good. Very good. Just
Quick
getting
math.
like spit on by the shower. Like all time bad scenario. But 9-3 among them. Duke minus 20.5. What did we say, Josh?
Bounce back.
We sat here. Bounce back against Moose shit team. Duke beat the shit out of Louisville. Bounce back. Duquesne minus 8.5. Sometimes pick your spots with that team. Pick your spots with that team. We took the Alabama Ole Miss over because guess what? All they do is score points. And guess what? Smacked in the jaw. Josh, thank you. UCF Oklahoma State. Didn't talk about that on the show, but I took it.
Oh, you did?
Went over.
Okay.
Sharp report.
Okay.
No one was on that over other than this guy right here. I'll tell you what. Not to mention, we did in fact lose on Butler, which by the way, the parlay graphics now in the past 3 have all lost by 1 leg. Yesterday, Alabama money line, South Carolina plus 8.5 alternate, paired with the Butler Bulldogs. Why don't you go ahead and take a walk outside, Butler, and take a long walk off a short pier in GTA and play this really fun game where you hold your breath till your eyes shut off and your brain turns off. Okay. Thanks, Butler and GTA. Listen, great day yesterday, Josh. I think this is the best betting show on the internet. I'll say it.
It was unbelievable.
The morning after.
Could not have been better. Also, there was a little gut call that also hit. That Iowa State under. Remember, I was like, that game is underwritten all over it.
Gut
sword
call.
Sword.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. We might have stood up here and gave a master class.
We did. I mean, I think there was only like, I don't even know. Like, you didn't go very in depth yet on Butler though. Like Butler wasn't
no,
like
that was just,
yeah. You just threw that in there.
Yeah,
I think that in Providence, obviously. I think that we might have.
I took my time with that Providence.
1 or
cake.
2. Yeah, no, yeah.
I said we were gonna win outright.
Yeah, you gave a little spiel about that one. Dude, I think it was only like 2 losers that we talked about.
And we talked about the whole board.
Yeah, that was incredible.
We talked about the whole board.
Incredible.
Maybe 2 losers.
Maybe.
Like maybe.
Providence and
it's Auburn.
Auburn.
Auburn, I took my time with. I took my time with Auburn and Providence.
Yeah.
Both moose shit wagers. Oh, the minus 8.5 lay sold. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, and it was High Point. So thanks, guys. But no, I feel like I'm just going through really quick. I mean, we might have done something there. We said we were going to fade Oklahoma on the road. Smacked in the jaw if you took Iowa State.
Easy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's not much we missed on yesterday. Not much we missed on yesterday. Wow. And you know what? I'll tell you what, the morning after hits a little bit different when you have a winning day. I woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I literally jumped out of bed. Not to mention, I also needed this because I went to the mall the other day because I'm going to Nashville for a bachelor party this weekend. First bachelor party of my life. Keep in mind, excited but nervous. Went to the mall yesterday, spent about 500 of the beans. I spent 500 beans on clothes, dude. And I had this weird feeling. I feel like this doesn't get talked about enough. When you're in the mall and you make that first purchase, you broke the seal. Like there is many times you go to the mall, you walk around, you might not buy anything. The minute you get that first bag in your hand, the seal's broken.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, now I'm okay with spending money because I already got one bag.
Yeah.
And the problem is that I was telling my girlfriend on the phone, the problem is the next store you walk in once you have a bag, vultures, because they know you broke that seal.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's already got one bag.
This
So
guy's
he's ready to spend some money.
This guy's here to shop.
So I get vultured. The minute you walk in, especially because nobody shops in person anymore. The minute you walk into a store with a bag, how you doing, sir? Good afternoon. Can I help you find anything? 3 minutes later. If you need to try anything on, you just let me know. You come find me. I'm like, dude, they already got me at the last one. Okay. Like you're going to get me here too. Just give me like 5 minutes. Just give me like 5 minutes. And I got to tell a funny story. So ended up buying a bunch of clothes. I told Josh before we started filming that I might become a cargo pant guy. Bought some cargo pants. I'm wearing a pair right now. I got to tell you, might be my new thing. Might be my new thing where I put that shit on. Might be cargo pants. Okay. I'm just going to say it right now. But so I'm shopping by myself at the mall. Hop into a PacSun. Just bought their slim cargo pants. A guy like me, small legs need the slim. But I'll say this. I'm making progress. I'm staying away from the skinny pants now. So I'm going to give my legs some room to breathe. You know, normally I suffocate them. I'm going to give them some room to breathe now. So we're in the slim now. We're shopping slim. I'm getting rid of a lot of the skinny pants now. And I feel like I'm a bit too old to be, rocking leggings, basically.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting to.
I figured.
I'll still break them out from time to time. Don't tempt me because I'll break them out. But so I'm in this PacSun shop and I grabbed some cargo pants, grab a couple oversized t-shirts. I think that's also good, my new style as well. The guy working there happened to be very fashionable. And I was like, yo, do you mind if I try these on really quick? And he was like, yeah, opens up the thing. And keep in mind, trying on clothes might be the worst experience of all time.
Yes.
I'm taking everything off and putting something on. I'm like, that looks fucking horrible. Putting something on. Then I go back out, grab some more stuff, come back in. Like, it is just horrible.
Yeah.
It's like the worst part of getting dressed is having to take off your pants, put on your pants. And I did it like 1,000 times yesterday. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, I don't know if I'm like a cargo pant guy. And like, I wish I had someone to bounce some ideas with, but everyone's at work because it's fucking 2:00 and we have weird hours. So I was like, no one's like, I can't call somebody. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lower my pride. I'm going to ask the guy that I think put that shit on this morning that works at the place.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo. Stepped out of the changing room. Like, yo. He's like, what's up, man? I was like, you mind if I ask you a quick question? Like, really quick? And he was like, yeah, man, what's going on? And he like walked over and I was like, can I just get your opinion on these pants real quick? Like, what do you think? And he was like, I'm not, you know what? I'll give him a lot of credit. I'll give him a lot of credit because he did in that moment recognize with me that what I was asking him was absurd. Like, you can't ask the guy that works there how you look, you know what I mean? But he was like, yeah, I got you, man. I got you, man. So I like step out of the thing. I like got the fit on. I step out with the cargo pants. He gave it his all. He hit one of these. He was like, which, you know, first of all, it's like, don't look at me that much. Yeah. You know, just give me like but he did one of these. He hit the arm fold with the chin. And he was like, dude, I'm not going to lie. I like the cargo pants. I think that could be your thing. Because I was like talking to him while I was doing it. I was like, dude, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I wear a lot of skinny pants. Like, I feel like the cargo pants might be like a bit of a jump. I gave this guy my whole life story of fashion. And he was like, I give him all the credit. He was like, dude, I'm going to be honest. I think you buy those. Obviously, he's the salesman.
Yeah, he does work there.
And I was like, all right, but remove like your employment here. Like, be honest with me. And he was like, no, I'll be honest. Like, a lot of people have come in and like tried those on and they do not look good in them. But I think you look good in them. I think you should buy them.
Were they those exact pants?
Yeah.
I fuck with them. I like
Josh. I appreciate it. I had to do all that just to get Josh to comment my pants. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it was like, damn, dude. And now I'm walking around with 3 bags. And then once you got 3 bags in the mall, they start looking at you from the glass behind the store, like trying to get you to come in. I had guys come into the doors of stores being like, hey man, how you doing today? Be like, yo, fucking back off. I already got 3 of these things on me. I don't need another one, dude. Like, my fingers are hurting. Speaking of fingers hurting, LeBron James had a fourth quarter that might go down in history.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Listen, I've been a big Michael Jordan guy. And if you had a Clippers money line ticket, why don't you go ahead and hang him up? Why don't you go ahead and hang him up? Go ahead, hang him up. They're the little brother in that city. They'll never win that. They'll never win a game that matters against the Lakers. No. Not that game mattered, but I feel like I will say this. I'll get on air and I will admit this to the public, to everybody watching. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. The dude is 39 years old. He's pushing 40. At 40, my dad was like, yo, you're going to have to shovel the driveway because my knees don't work. This guy's 39 playing in the NBA, willing his team back. Like, that was the most unconscious performance I've seen in a basketball player in a long time. Yeah, I mean, excluding Max Strus from the other night.
He just gets the ball in his hands and does whatever he wants. Like, gets to whatever spot he wants, gets the ball to whatever spot he wants. Like, it is easy.
And I cannot wait for the podcast that he's going to do in a couple weeks where he talks about that fourth quarter. He's like, I knew going to that fourth quarter I was going to dominate. So like, I just knew it. There was something in the air. Like, I knew I was dropping 30.
I actually knew that 2 weeks before the game.
Yeah.
I was talking to my boy about it.
Dude, that video is my favorite of all time. And I hope he almost like recreates it when he's like, I was hitting bump fades off the left. I'm not even a bump fade guy. Like, that was like, that's what my favorite is. But dude, I watched those highlights because I didn't get to watch the game. Hand up. I watched those highlights. Dude, that was one of the most, everything was pulling.
Yeah.
He pulled from everywhere. Mid-range, logo, right at the 3, drive to the bucket. Like, dude, he was like just imposing his will on another group of professional athletes. And it's like different when you watch like a high school player do it that's clearly above the bar of everyone else, or a college player do it when they like get in that zone. But watching like the greatest of all time in their respective sport impose their will on other professionals. And by the way, this is a team that has Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, imposing his will like that. It was one of the more phenomenal things.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. He also got fouled a couple times that they didn't call. Like,
he only attempted one free throw.
He only had a couple and ones that they didn't call.
He only attempted one free throw in that fourth quarter. And everyone's like, free throw merchant Lakers. The dude literally just pissed on the Clippers.
Yeah.
by himself, dude. At 39, I feel like that's what's gone on people. We've now just kind of accepted that the standard is a standard with LeBron James. He's fucking 39 years old.
Yeah.
I dare to find another 39-year-old in any sport, in any facet of your life that could do anything athletic right now consistently.
Yeah.
Dude, I got cousins that are 39 that are like, dude, I hung him up a decade ago. Like, there are athletes in soccer that get to 32 that can't run anymore.
Yeah.
There are basketball players that get to 32, Carmelo Anthony, where just the skill disappears.
Yeah.
This guy's 39 years old.
Golfers. That's the only one.
That's the only one. You got me.
It's also not like,
Yeah, let's not act like the golf is comparable to what LeBron James just did last night, but it is impressive.
yeah, it is impressive.
It is impressive. Speaking of impressive, Jordan Poole, probably the least impressive player in the NBA. I didn't get to address it yesterday. He's on the desk for a reason. He's one of my favorite players. I'm hanging him up.
He's done.
I'm going to make the adult decision. I'm hanging them up with Jordan Poole. I'm done. I'm done, man.
Do we retire the bobblehead?
No, he's going to stay here because here's the thing about it. When I say I'm hanging him up, I'm not betting on him anymore. I'm not going to bet on the Wizards anymore. He's one of my favorite players, so I'm going to support him because I love the guy. I love the player. I'm going to support him. But when it comes to the betting, I'm hanging him up. I'm hanging him up with Jordan Poole, and I suggest you do the same. Everyone watching at home, hang him up. There's no reason for us to bet on him anymore.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Like, done.
He's done.
I've had enough of him.
He just trashed.
I took him more than 18.5 points against the Warriors, and the kid got a technical foul and went like 8 for 30. He's junk.
Yeah, he's so bad.
Like, what happened?
I don't know. Dude, maybe those analysts during the draft are right. Remember, they were just flaming the Warriors for taking him in the first round. Maybe they were right.
But he helped them win a championship. They all give him credit. You can't find a Warriors player that won't give him credit for that championship.
Yeah.
Even Steve Kerr.
No. He was good during that run, but it's also like it's easier to get an open shot when you're playing with Steph Curry. Like,
of course.
There's 9 guys on defense looking at him. They add
9 guys on defense. There's 9 guys on defense.
They throw 4 more in there.
I mean, no, they constructed the perfect roster in Golden State. I think he came off the bench on the right team with the right players to be able to flourish. But you haven't seen anyone perform like that since him. And they got a bunch of young guys on that team. So I will give him that credit. He also grinded in the G League, came back up, won a deep playoff run, was like basically the third option on that team on that run.
Scoring, yeah.
Yeah, it was Curry, Wiggins, and then him during that run where they went to it wasn't Clay. During that chain, it was like Jordan Poole we need 25 out of the kid tonight. They constructed the perfect roster. But I saw someone tweeted something at me, Josh. I wish I had the username on hand. Speaking of construction, I don't know where it came from. I don't think we talked about it. I don't think I said it. But they tweeted at me, mayo on a glizzy should be illegal. So I just assume that somebody bought a hot dog and they put some mayo on it.
Yeah.
And I started thinking to myself, like, okay, what in your mind is the perfectly constructed hot dog?
Oh, it's a Chicago dog. It's fairly simple.
That's a lot, though.
No, not really.
Get that tomato slice on
tomato, like that's not like the real way. That's like what
Portillo's here we
go,
does. Dude.
That's what Portillo's does. That's not like.
All right, what do you got?
Gene and Jude's is the place in Chicago that does it right. So it's mustard, relish, onion, sport pepper.
I'm not an onion guy.
That's it.
I want onion if it's Italian sausage on a bun. Onion and peppers. That's all.
Yeah, well, those are like grilled though. These are like raw.
Diced raw. I'm out.
Like small ones.
I was thinking, dude, the perfect hot dog in my mind. Spicy mustard.
Okay.
First of all, I want like a toasted bun. I can't do this bun where I put my
steam bun.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I need a little mush on there.
No.
You know, I hate when I can just pinch all the way through the bun. That's foul. I need like a little bit of crunch on the bun. Well done, dog. I'm talking hit it on the grill a couple times. I hate this boiled shit. It's got to go. Like dirty water dogs are foul to me.
Dude, I could not disagree more.
No.
I could not disagree more.
No, dude. All
like
right, so
we have completely different opinions of what a good hot dog is.
That's crazy. All right, so mine, well done, dog. Little toasted bun. Hit it with the spicy mustard on the one time, then come back with the spicy mustard again, and you leave a space in the middle. So I'm talking, you got 2 rows of spicy mustard going down your dog. Hit it with the relish one time in the middle. Then you take the ketchup and you go zigzag across.
Okay.
The perfect dog.
Yes, yeah. No.
With a side of
ketchup.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Doritos. nacho cheese.
Yeah. No.
That
You're
literally
crazy. You're
bangs.
insane.
Why is that crazy?
I just think that no ketchup. One.
That's
Ketchup
I feel like
can't
ketchup and hot dogs are synonymous. There are
Ketchup's
people
for the
that
fries.
just put
Ketchup's
ketchup
for the
on.
fries.
That's fucking crazy.
All right. Do you want to see what this hot dog looks like? This one that I'm talking about.
Let me see what
Might be the best hot dog on planet Earth. at
What is
Jimmy
Chad
John's.
saying about the dogs?
Nothing like a dirty water dog from the middle of NYC.
That's foul. You guys are foul.
Here, come look at this. Chad, this is the Gene and Jude's hot dog. It comes with the fries on it. It's unbelievable.
I mean, that looks phenomenal, but you can't be
Unbelievable.
getting Gene and Jude's everywhere. I'm talking what I just built for you. You could do in your backyard. You could
yeah, I
do it
mean
at
this
home.
too. I mean, just not minus the fries.
Dude, you can't do that at home.
Minus the fries.
I could give you 10 hot dogs. You can't recreate that dog.
Well, dude, it's literally just a boiled hot dog and they steam the buns. This place only serves hot dogs, like and tamales that are just like in like a little.
What's a
container.
tamale?
Like the Mexican it's like wrapped in like the corn leaf and you unwrap it and it's essentially like a thick corn soft tortilla with meat and stuff in it. It's gas.
Never had
It's
one.
so good. Chad, get this kid.
Tamales, dude.
Figure it out.
Tamales?
The way that I explained that was
Yeah, that sounded
confusing. No, but
horrific.
it's hard to explain. It's like
It's like moisture
okay,
with
it's like
some meat in it.
imagine like a hot pocket, but the outside's like corn.
Oh, it's
like
like,
corn
a
tortilla.
meat pie.
Yes, kind of. Yeah.
Or what were those things they used to sell in the cafeteria? They're so gross. Every school had them. It was like the little pressed on the sides. You know what I mean? It's like a meat pocket, like a
I
Brazilian.
never had
meat
one of
pocket.
those.
Dude, they sold them at my high school. They were disgusting. And kids used to literally go ape for them. Like literally, like.
What was your
ape.
favorite school lunch?
Dude, my school lunches were fucking horrific. But
Like there was always one day though where everyone's like,
I mean, it was pizza day because it was the most edible, dude.
that's so sad.
Dude, everything else was like horrible. I'm not even
That
kidding.
sucks.
Horrible.
Dude, we had
You just get chicken nuggets and some of them would be cold.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? And I was always a buy lunch kid. Like, I could never pack the lunch because I just would never wake up early enough to do it. And I would never ask my mom to do that for me. But, dude, I was like, I'd come in there. I like just wouldn't eat some days.
dude,
Like, I would hit the fucking vending machine to eat.
yeah, fuck. No. Javon said public school cheese sticks. Like were those like called Bosco sticks or whatever? Do
Oh,
you remember those? Those were so
dude,
good.
those were
They used to have like the
banging.
Mac sticks too that were
Yes,
like more like
dude.
flat.
Yes, dude.
That had the
I
cheese,
remember
like
those.
falling out of them.
We had those.
Yeah, dude, my favorite though. We had they called it popper bowls. It was essentially like a KFC. Like what are those?
Famous Bowl?
Famous bowls. Yeah. They would have those, dude. They were
Mhm.
so gas. I'd go in there 4 times a day.
We
I'd go in
had
fourth
some
period,
good
fifth period,
pulled
sixth
pork
period.
sandwiches.
Okay.
Pulled pork was good on the day, but again, it was like pulled pork and then the barbecue sauce separate. But like sometimes it would be cold. It's like a horrible experience. It got to the point where I was buying the pre-made salads that like a company ships in for you.
Yeah.
That like I know they didn't touch.
Yeah. those
Like, you
just
guys
been
make
sitting
this?
there.
Like, no, I'd be like, okay, I'm
Yeah, I'll
fucking
take
having like
this.
4 of them. But I will say though, our school, I don't know if you had this, had the little pretzels in the rotating container.
No, we did not have
I used
that.
to fuck
That's
up a
elite.
soft pretzel
That's
every day with some spicy mustard.
Dude, we-
Oh my god, I would bust over a soft pretzel right now.
we had these huge chocolate chip cookies that were like in the oven and they literally take them out one
Yes,
at a
dude.
time.
Did they put them in a little white paper bag?
Yeah, well, we would get. They also had soft serve ice cream. We put them
Oh, we
at the
didn't have
bottom of
that.
the bowl and then put the soft serve on top, dude.
Wow.
It was
Dude, that is
it was bad.
busty. Holy
It was
shit.
every day. Me
I
and
also
all my
haven't
boys.
eaten this morning. My mouth is watering thinking about all this food. All right, we got crabs coming on at the end of the show. What?
Javon said Mikey went to fucking Hogwarts.
Dude, I literally went to, like, I'm not even kidding. I might have went to Hogwarts. Like, the lunches that we had, it might have been like Hogwarts if Hogwarts was like for prisoners.
That's unbelievable.
Like, they just made prison food. I like now know what it's like to eat at a prison. And then you go to Providence. And while I was there, by the way, my senior year, Providence's food got an F
That's
from like a genuine rating. And there's tiers for like there's tiers for like catering
Mhm.
for colleges for like the company that we used. We had at Providence at the time, I'm pretty sure you can check this. There was articles and it was in our school newspaper. And then the year after we left, they like had to like literally pour more money into the food because it was got out that it was so bad. Dude, we had the same tier as jail. Like there are tiers of catering companies that you can like pay for as like a school. And like the tier that we were in is the same one that they give like penitentiaries.
dude, that's awful.
Dude, it was, I'm not even kidding, some of the worst food you've had.
I
in your
assume that
entire
it's
life.
not very cheap to go to that school either.
No, dude. Cheap, good
That's what
bid.
I'm
You can
saying.
Google it right
That's what
now,
I'm
dude.
saying.
And there's only 4,000 of us.
Yeah, that's
Penitentiary food, dude. I'm not even kidding. Like penitentiary level tier. Like horrible, dude. Horrible.
That's ass.
It literally got changed the year after I graduated because it got out and like the families were so mad. It's crazy.
Chat really wants you to get a tamale now.
I'll get a tamale. I'll
They're
try a
good. You'll
tamale.
like them.
No, I'll try a tamale. Listen, I'm not against trying any type of food. I just want everyone to know that. I'm a big food guy. I'll eat any type of food except for that dirty, dirty fish fillet that McDonald's makes. I hope that thing rots in the 7th level of hell. Like, I literally hope whoever invented that, I hope they like stub their toe today in a way where it won't heal for like a good couple of years. Like where it's like uncomfortable, like just uncomfortable enough to be annoying for like a couple of years, and then it heals, and then they're good to go. All right, we got Crab's bets coming on towards the end of the show to talk his bets. But Josh, I wanted to hit the slate a little earlier today, unless you got something that happened in the world you want to talk about.
No,
which I would be okay with. I don't know if you saw McCall Hardman is starting to catch.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing
now,
I was
dude.
gonna say, yeah.
Apparently, he leaked our game plan to the Georgia Eagles. That's crazy.
Georgia Eagles.
And we still beat their ass. We should have leaked our game plan to everybody. This is one of the only impressive games we fucking won.
Yeah.
But so apparently he was leaking our game plans and shit. Like, what is that about?
I don't know.
Could you be more disgruntled?
Who was it? The punter that was going
Morstead?
out?
Fucking
Yeah.
put him in a coffin.
Yeah, he did.
Like an actual coffin. I need to buy a Morstead jersey.
Yeah, he's the only guy. He's the only guy that'll be there for a while.
Oh, Book of a Trend is in the stew.
I totally forgot you don't have a scanner to get into the gate, and I almost drove right fucking through it.
Wait, Trent, did someone tell you? Did anyone tell you? Do you know?
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, but do you know? I just want to know if you know. Did you know? Did anyone tell you? I just want to know if anyone told you. You could have got the Gamecocks at Plus Chicken on the road in Texas A&M. A Plus Chick Gamecocks. What are they? 10th in the country? 11th in the country?
I don't know what they are. I want to say they're like 18.
5.5 though. No way they went outright.
No chance.
Did they win outright? Oh shit! See, no one told me. That's why I wanted to make sure someone told you, because nobody told me. Could have got the Gamecocks at Plus Chick.
Yeah, they're 18.
But yeah, McCall Hardman fucking scumbag. I'm out on him.
Yeah, he's done.
They're like I'm done.
I mean,
Undrafted free agents beating your ass out, and then you're gonna leak the game plan, and we still win.
yeah, he got a Super
Why
Bowl.
are the Jets getting shit on? Like, I'm so confused.
He got a bowl though. So
He did
it's
get a
okay.
fucking bowl, dude. I'm never gonna get a bowl in my
Also, the
goddamn life.
Jarius needs allowed to search for a trade right now. I don't know if you saw that. That's kind of They just let everyone walk. It's like
MVS is
Oh, we-
walking too.
that's fine though. Well, Jarius needs maybe their best player on defense. Him and Chris Jones.
McDuffie.
Well, Jarius needs better than McDuffie.
I don't know, dude.
No, he
McDuffie
is.
in the playoffs this
He
year
is.
was fucking unconscious.
They can just let everyone walk. It doesn't matter. They have Patrick Mahomes. They can
Yeah,
literally
imagine.
not pay anybody ever and win Super Bowls.
We're like letting Bryce Huff pursue free agency, and everyone's like, dude, if this kid walks, we're fucked. like it's not even a name that like most households know, and like Jets Twitter is like, dude, if he fucking goes, we're done. Like,
Someone
we're
said
done.
McDuffie's better,
He is better,
but he's not.
I mean, it's like he's better. All right,
Let's
let's
get
talk.
Krabby in here. Should we get him in here?
Huh?
Should we get Krabby in
We're
here?
gonna get him in towards like right at the like that
Okay.
11:30 mark. We're gonna get him in here, because I want to talk about the slate first
Okay.
with us, and then we're gonna get Crabs in here. Josh, we're gonna go through some games, okay?
Okay.
Nebraska's plus 3.5 going into Ohio State. I'm gonna tell you what, this reeks of the Gamecocks,
It does.
and I think Nebraska could win outright at plus 3.5. The line's moving towards Ohio State. Make no
Okay. I
mistake.
mean, Ohio State's.
Moo
I'm down to
shit.
fade though.
And this Nebraska team has been a wag.
I'm down to fade.
I think it might be the Cornhuskers plus 3.5. If
like
not, leave the point at the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe just leave him.
Maybe just fucking leave them.
Yeah, fuck it.
I got news for you. Memphis, East Carolina. Josh, I'm ready to start fading Memphis. And I'll tell you why. I faded them last game. They beat my ass, which normally I would go, you know what? Let's take Memphis now. They might be hot going into East Carolina. They're 4.5 point favorites. I think we take East Carolina here in this spot.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I just feel like this Memphis team on the road, also on a night-to-night basis, probably the streakiest team in college basketball. When they're on and David Jones is firing and Quinterly can hit a 3 or 2, they could probably beat most teams in the country. But that happens once a week.
Yeah.
And definitely not on the road. Because we've seen Memphis at minus 10.5 lose outright. We've seen Memphis at minus 2.5 lose outright. We've seen Memphis at plus 4.5 lose by 30.
Dude, I kind of love ECU.
That's what I'm saying.
I kind of love that.
I think we ride with the Butt Pirates
All right, let's go.
in ECU.
That's a 2-0 card.
William and Mary plus 3.5 is a certified nuclear well.
Okay.
This William and Mary team is sneaky against the spread. I feel like This Elon team is a moose shit. And I think when you look at William & Mary, they've got some bad losses, but people forget in those bad losses, they were plus 11.5, plus 13.5, plus 14.5. They're covering. They might just win outright. This might be another one. Leave the points at the door. Take William & Mary. They've been a sneak wag for me all year.
Okay.
William & Mary. It's not a team.
I don't know shit about either of those.
It's not a
teams,
team
so
anyone's
that's-
going to tell you about either today. Just
that's
so
all
you
you.
know. Just so you know. No one else is going to tell you about that. I got my soul sucked by Drexel the other day. I don't really want to go back. Delaware is minus 5.5. And I'll tell you what, someone tweeted at me this morning. They're banned. Delaware, you're banned. We're not touching them.
Even against
Delaware, you're
Northeastern?
banned. Nope. Delaware, you're banned. We're not touching them. Someone went out of their way to tweet me this morning. I will literally read you the tweet, Josh, because I was on my drive and I stopped at a red light and responded to this tweet because it was actually something that I needed to hear this morning because I would have done it again. They tweeted at me, little over an hour till showtime. You have to be reminded not to bet Delaware again. So, hey, don't do that today with the hard hands like this. Shout out to 207 Maniac. They're banned because I almost did it. I literally woke up this morning. I saw Delaware's minus 5.5. I was like, dude, they might just do it today, dude. Today might be the hens, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm staying true to the people in the community, to my own pride. We will not be betting on Delaware today. Okay, we might bet Delaware today. UNC Wilmington is a nuclear whale.
Okay.
UNC Wilmington minus 4.5 at home is a nuclear whale. Tresarian White might just drop 25. Hofstra's going to get their teeth knocked in. UNC Wilmington money line will be in today's graphic parlay. So just keep that on your radar, just so you know.
Delaware
Josh.
Wilmington parlay.
Wow. See, you can't say stuff like that because now, like, I might just put Delaware in the lay for the bit. No, they're banned. They're banned. Sacred Heart on the road going into Stonehill. Stonehill is 4-25, Josh. Sacred Heart's minus 4.5 on the road. What do you think about that? You might not know much about
Dude,
it.
I've watched Stonehill.
Oh, shit.
They are terrible.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay. I thought you were going to tell me the opposite.
No, they are terrible.
I think we
take Stonehill.
What?
I think we take that spread is weird.
Hold on.
For them being as bad as they are and them being only plus 4.5, we take them.
The way you just presented that threw me for a loop. You just threw
I
me
think
for
that line looks so short for how bad they are.
You just threw me for a loop. That was literally a loop. I feel like lost now. That was insane. I was like, yeah, we're about we're about to nuke Sacred Heart. I think we take Stonehill. That
think
just
we
threw
take
me for
Stonehill.
a loop.
I think we take them.
Should this be the first show,
Head to
first
head.
bet where we go head to head?
All right, I'm down.
You want Stonehill
I'll
plus
take
4.5?
Stonehill.
We're gonna have to think of something. Loser eats tamale. No, just kidding.
Loser eats 10 tamales.
Yeah, loser has to eat 10 tamales in 2 minutes. All right. I'm going to be on Sacred Heart minus 4.5. Josh's going to be on Stonehill plus 4.5. Can we get a poll in chat for people to tail
We can.
or to fade that? The other bets I was looking at, Josh, I also want you to give me your opinions, but I feel like we're going to go to the late nights really quick. Utah's minus 8.5. Stanford team's kind of my wagon, kind of not. Every time this Utah team has a big spread at home, just watch out for those betting. They normally cover it.
Mhm.
So do what you want with that game. Rutgers is minus 7.5 at home to the moose shit Michigan Wolverines. And Doug McDaniel is allowed to play on the road. So I ask you this, ladies and gentlemen of the Booker community and around the world, do we back Michigan today on the road plus 7.5? I don't think so. Josh, I think we might have to.
I'll take them.
I think we might have to take Michigan plus 7.5 on the road. I don't know if Rutgers is even capable of covering 7.5 against anybody. I know they've been getting hot and they got Cliff, big Cliff. But dude, this might be a Michigan plus 7.5 on the road. Because I don't know if the public knows that Doug McDaniel's allowed to play on the road again. His suspension is over. So this might be a Michigan plus 7.5.
Might be it.
But maybe we just keep that between us. I don't think the people need to
Yeah,
know
we'll
about
just
that
leave
play.
that.
Yeah, let's just leave that up to
Also,
them.
chat pulls up for Stonehill Sacred Heart. Let us know.
It's the most disgusting poll you're going to take place with today. Also, Santa Clara minus 9.5. This team's a fucking wagon.
They are
Wagon. And if you've been following me since I first started doing this, there was a man by the name of PJ Pipes that played for Santa Clara, still in my Hall of Fame of names. Having pipes on the back of your jersey and being like a disgustingly good shooting guard. He now plays overseas and we still follow each other and stay in contact because I still need one of his jerseys. That's where I fell in love with Santa Clara. And this team just knows how to cover a big spread.
Yeah.
Minus 9.5 Portland from the back. Blow me. Josh, Denver's kind of like my wagon, but this feels like a weird game to take them against Kansas City. I will say another game that I do like, Montana State plus 1.5, but I think that line moved against me. All right, Josh. Last 3 plays. And one of them is Plan B. So I'm going to let you say it first, but then I'm going to tell you what I really want to do in that game.
Okay.
Washington State minus 7.5. USC is fucking moose shit. Bronny James is probably like, if the NBA had it, 4th round pick.
Yeah.
If the NBA had 5 rounds, he'd be a 5th round pick. If the NBA had 6 rounds, Bronny James would be a 6th round pick. If you take his last name away. If his name was just Bronny something.
Casser.
Yeah.
If he
If
had
his
my
name was
last name.
if it was Bronny Casser, he'd be a 6th round pick if the NBA had 6 rounds. But because it's James, they think he's a 1st round pick. They're moose shit. I don't know what happened to Boogie Ellis. Somebody took his talent away.
Yeah.
Moose shit.
Isaiah Hurt still, obviously.
Yeah. Washington State minus 7.5. Feed me. We're going back to our little wagon that could. The Washington Huskies at home. Let's go. The Washington Huskies at home. UCLA, moose shit. Washington at home, Megamax. That's how we do this around here.
Just fade the LA schools.
Just fade the LA schools, man. Josh, the plan B. There's 2 games. I'm going to let you pick for one, but there's a game on here that I want to unleash on.
I hope you want to keep the points.
Where are you going?
San Francisco.
Dude, no, stop.
Money line.
No, dude. Are we
Yeah.
about to go head to head again? Gonzaga is like my favorite play of the day
No, it's San Fran.
with the points at the door.
Yeah, with the points to the door.
Dude, I want to unleash on Gonzaga. Gonzaga's already in the parlay. Like, I already have the parlay cooked. Gonzaga and Washington are the first 2 legs.
Oh, it's neutral court. That's interesting.
It's Gonzaga.
That gives me.
By
I want to take San
a-
Fran more that it's on a neutral court.
why? This is the Stonehill like logic. What does that even help you at
That's
all?
That's just how I'm going today. That's how I'm feeling.
Dude,
It
Josh
doesn't make
woke up
any
after he
sense, so we're
swept
taking
and
it.
just wants to take all the plus chicken he can get, dude. It's Gonzaga, and I'm unleashing. No, dude. All right, well, I'm taking Gonzaga.
All right, so the plan B, we'll make the plan B the other game because we're head to head.
No, I don't mind it. I don't. If you want to plan B that, I don't mind.
Yeah,
But
we're
I'm
playing-
gonna be on Gonzaga.
We're plan B in that then.
Okay. What would you do in the St. Mary's game if you had to?
I'd probably take St. Mary's.
Wow, on the road.
Yeah, I think they roll.
15.5.
Dude, they're so good.
They're so good.
They're so
All
good.
right, let's get
Kevin
Crabs
Knox
up here.
moves.
I want to hear. Yeah, I want 3 plays out of Crabs today. I told him 2, but it's a Crabs Bets Thursday. We have him on every Thursday. We're gonna have him on every Thursday that he's available.
Muted.
Crabs,
You're
welcome to the
muted.
show. You're muted.
You're muted.
Are the headphones up?
I was just saying I got absolutely crushed
You're good.
yesterday, man. You must be rich.
Listen, but you know what, Crabs? We've got a motto on this show. You're not cold, you're due. Okay?
Sure.
All the books did yesterday was set you up to be due today.
Okay.
We already
I'm
talked
good with
about
that.
some games. I'm sure you heard them. If you could give me like 3 games, we'll just run through them quickly. What would be your favorite 3 today, Crabs?
Yeah. Well, one of them is definitely in that San Francisco Gonzaga game, so we can cut the shit and start there. Give me the Dons. Give me the points. All right, we might need them, Josh. Okay?
Yeah, you might need them. You might fucking need them. You might need
Not-
these
we might need
points.
them. We might need them tonight.
You
Okay.
might. I'm not going to take them.
Graham
though.
EK.
Just so everyone knows, Gonzaga money line. I would never take those points. I don't want the points. I just want to win.
Yeah, I mean, you better. Maybe we can both win, right? You take the ML, we get the points. It's a close game, whatever. Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
That spread is short as heck, right? I mean, give me a break. Absolutely insane spread. Graham EK, if you look at his prize pick square, looks like the freest more than on the board today. I bet. He's going to have a heck of a time in the paint against Mogba, who's an absolute fucking behemoth for San Francisco. Not behemoth, but thick boy in the paint who could definitely hang with EK. I like their chances. I do. I like the Dons. Give me the points.
Let's go.
Do we know where the neutral court is?
I didn't know. Let me
It's in San Francisco. I think they're just playing in a bigger arena.
Let me.
They're playing at the Chase Center. That's moose shit.
Chase Center. Ooh.
That's moose shit.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? Gonzaga's been on this stage before. Gonzaga's been to national championships. Gonzaga is going to probably blow their doors off in the Chase Center.
We'll see, man. If that was the case, they'd be laying 10.
All right, you
3.5.
like the Dons, Crabs. What else?
I do like the Dons. Hey, a game that you could agree upon. All right, you talked about it earlier. How about the ECU Pirates today?
Let's go.
Give me the points there. Yeah.
Dude,
Give me
I think ECU might be the POD. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that just feels so good.
Give me ECU against Memphis.
Let's
Okay.
go.
People saying Memphis might be back, right? They grabbed a
No.
win recently. Sure, great. They've won their last 2 in a row against FAU and Charlotte. They look great. Well, if that's the case, then why are they laying 3.5 to 14-13 ECU coming off a loss to Rice? Rice could barely score 40 points yesterday in their game. They're terrible. This spread is ridiculous. Give me the Pirates. They're young, but they've proven themselves this season. They're pretty solid. I'll
And
take
keep
them
in
at home.
mind, Krebs, we've seen Vegas respect this Memphis team and make them 9.5-point favorites on the road. Make them 10.5-point favorites on the road.
For some reason today, they're not, which
That's
is a
what I'm
great
saying.
sign for the Pirates. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Let's
Good
go.
eye, Mike. Good
I
eye.
love that.
You want
What
one
else do
more?
you got, Krebs? Yeah, one. Give me one more.
Oh, I feel like I got to talk about it since you brought it up as well. Ohio State. I'm going to lay it with them. Fuck it.
Damn it,
I'm going
Krebs.
to take them. Oh, give me the Buckeyes, man. They fired their coach, and since then, they've looked like the 2015 Warriors. I'm all in. The Ohio State. Seriously, man. They fired their coach, and the players are like, fuck this. We're going to blame it all on him. We're going to come out and play like we're LeBron. And they're unbelievable. I mean, Ohio State, they have the guys. Remember at the beginning of the season, they started out so hot, so well, and people are starting to say, maybe this is the year Ohio State finally does something. Okay, then they ended up playing the worst basketball I've ever seen in my life for a month and a half, fired their coach. Now they're playing great. Ohio State's back. There's a reason they're a favorite today in this spot. They get it done at home.
Back? You're gonna say they're back?
2 words, back.
Krebs, is there a program that has more synergy between their football and their basketball than Ohio State? Every year, it's like this could be the year Ohio State does some damage. And then they get deep in the season, then the wheels fall off. Or they get to a big game and they totally blow it.
I can't argue. I can't.
This might be a big
I'd say
game,
the-
Krebs.
the
This might be a
difference
big
would be,
game.
Their football team actually has good players, and they're actually, top 10 program. Their basketball team's actually nice.
How is Nebraska not ranked, by the way? They're 20-8. Beating
I
good
don't
teams.
know, but are they really a ranked team if you look at them? Probably not, to be honest with you. Sure, they've been playing well. I mean, I think we could both agree the Big Ten this year has been a down year, right, for that conference.
Shit.
So, I mean, it's hard to find ranked teams in that conference right now unless you're, Purdue.
Krebs, I want to run one game by it because we talked about
Yeah.
it a little bit, and I feel like I might be on the side that you'd be on if you bet this game.
Ooh.
But what do you think about Michigan plus 7.5 on the road in Rutgers?
Oh, my God, dude. You want to back Michigan with no McDaniel on
No,
the
he's
road
playing.
here?
He's playing.
He's playing on the road now?
The suspension is over.
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, dude, sure, give me the points. Both these teams are absolutely terrible, though. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, look at what
Unless
they've
I'm
done in the
wrong. I'm
last
pretty
2
sure he's
weeks.
playing. I'm pretty sure he's playing.
Somebody in chat will let us know.
I'm
But
pretty sure he's playing. He was on the PP board today.
if he's on the PP board, he's probably playing.
Yeah, he was on the PP board today. I saw that.
Suspension might be over. Okay.
So we
Um,
Michigan plus 7.5.
I mean, yeah, I'm not laying it with Rutgers. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Take the
That's
points.
literally what I'm talking about.
Take the points. Hold on for dear life. You're definitely going to need them.
Yeah, that's a white knuckle.
Yeah, that's going
That's
to be.
literally
You might
the
pass out.
definition of a white knuckle.
You might forget to breathe during the game and wake up hours later.
Krabs, I was having this conversation yesterday with a buddy of mine, and I feel like you're the perfect guy to ask because I feel like you're just as dialed in college basketball as the best of them. Is there a team? Because I have one that you're maybe one or two that you're earmarking to place a future on going into March as we are in the last day of February. Maybe possibly win it all.
Well, I was thinking Houston, and then I go and see Mattress Mac putting $1 million on Houston so I can eliminate them.
I was
Go
also
and take them out of contention.
I was also thinking Houston.
Yeah, we got to put Houston to the side, I think. I liked Houston. I do, but now I got to get back to the drawing board because Mattress Mac's out here mushing everything, fucking everything up.
I loved Houston.
I still like Houston. I still like
Houston, even if he puts $1
I
million.
still like Houston.
Dude, BR betting
But I
just
just
slow
don't
on
know if I can
content.
take
They needed to drag and roll out Mattress Mac again, have him put $1 million on a team because they need
Well,
content for the month of March.
We knew he was betting something, Houston, right? He does it every year.
We
He
know.
does his promos, right? If either
know.
his future hits or you guys get all free couches, some fucking tax finagling.
Free
I don't know. The guy's a genius, right? He's way ahead of me. I don't fucking know.
What's for the free couches?
He's making money off it somehow. You got to respect it.
Yep.
Really do.
Who do you like?
But yeah, look, this year, right? I've talked about it. There's like 3 teams who are above the rest right now. It's UConn, Purdue, and probably Houston. Those 3 teams are kind of above the rest, and typically there's like 10 of those teams, and then there's a little bit of a drop off. This year, it's like those 3 squads, and then everybody else is like pretty good. It's a very even playing field. Everyone's going to be going nuts with their brackets this season, taking hella upsets. You're going to see it. Everyone you talk to is going to be picking upsets, saying it's the year of the dog, right?
Yep.
I think this is the year where nothing makes sense, everything flips, and we see one of these big, heavy favorites actually pull it out. Maybe it's Purdue down the stretch. Maybe they come through actually for once for betters with Zach Edey in his last year, right? Maybe UConn runs it back when nobody wants to bet them, or Dan Hurley, the guy's a dick, right? Nobody wants to fucking bet on him. But they're stacked. They might run it back too for the first time in a while, right? Maybe Houston with that elite defense. And they've got some serious scores on their team as well. Transfers coming in like LJ Cryer, who are really leveling up their offense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's one of the actual dogs who comes through this year, one of the elite teams when nobody expects it. That's kind of where my head's at right now, Mike.
Dude, I agree with you. And I got 3 teams. I'm going to throw them at you. Rapid fire.
Sure.
Creighton Blue Jays, deepest roster in all of college basketball. If they get hot in March, it's over for everybody. Second one, the third one is my biggest dog that I think could win it. Second one, I'm going to say South Carolina. I feel like this team is one of these teams that's going to go into March very underrated. Michi Johnson is a microwave. And I feel like guys like that in March, all you need is for him to get hot for 3 or 4 games. And that kid can do that. He hasn't done it in the past couple games, but we've seen it at the beginning of the season. The kid's got a strap on him. So if he gets hot in March and they're playing the way that they're playing right now, they can win anywhere. And winning on the road is big in March because you're playing neutral sites. South Carolina is one of these teams that's proven they can win pretty much anywhere in the country. Third one is University of Kentucky. I don't know why, but I feel like with Antonio Reeves, Austin Reeves' clone, Reed Shepherd, Rob Dillingham, I really do think that this young Kentucky team could be one of the Kentucky teams that goes deep. I don't see them getting bounced in the first or second round. I know they're a bunch of young kids. I know they've had some bad losses, but I genuinely think when we get into March, teams are going to struggle to keep up with how well Kentucky can score the ball.
I mean, yeah, if teams try to match the pace and tempo with Kentucky, they're screwed,
It's over.
right? The only chance they have is if they slow them down. Like if they play a team that's defensive heavy or defensive mindset, like a UVA type, maybe they'll run into some trouble there, like a slow-ass team. But if you try to keep up with Kentucky, you're going to lose. 100%.
But the problem is, Krabs, that when teams play Kentucky, I think because they play so fast, even if your game plan is to go in and slow down the clock and play slow, because they're just a bunch of young kids, they speed up your tempo regardless. And every team that they've beaten that's been a big team that they've had to match up with, the minute they get that team out of their rhythm, like Mississippi State, and make them come down and put up quick shots and take deep threes because they want to try to keep up with Kentucky, they end up losing because those kids can run you out of the goddamn gym.
Yeah, you can try to slow them down. Doesn't mean you're going to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Those
are my 2 teams.
Nobody's talking about them. Nobody wants them, right? Kentucky hasn't done shit in a decade. People are starting to talk about Calipari. Is he on the hot seat? Maybe they push through this year. Yeah.
Maybe. They might be an Elite 8 bet. I might bet them to make the Elite 8. I don't know if they could win it all.
Yeah.
I genuinely think South Carolina and Creighton can win it all, but I don't know if Kentucky can win it all, but I think they'll go deep.
I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
Fucking go, Crabs. All right, so we like ECU. We like San Francisco.
We do.
We might like Michigan, but we're going to keep that between us. That one will stay between us.
Okay.
Last game I wanted to ask you about, Crabs, before we let you go.
Sure.
And listen, you stay right here. Stream coming up next is BTL, where you're going to get all of Crabs' plays. You're going to get all of Javon's plays, who, by the way, went 5-0 yesterday. I want to give a round of applause to Javon.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Insane.
Javon.
Insane.
I want to ask you about one more game, Crabs.
Sure.
And I don't know if you've been deep in the lab today. I know you wake up in the lab. I don't know. I don't even know if you sleep because I feel like you're so deep in the lab every day. But I'm just going to ask you about a little game here that we talked about that, could have had potentials for our plan B. St. Mary's is playing Pepperdine, and St. Mary's is minus 15.5. Josh would like to take St. Mary's minus 15.5. I feel like I would like to take St. Mary's plus minus 15.5. But something about this game feels like a weird late night where Pepperdine loses by 6.
Yep. 100%. Look, I wouldn't recommend betting St. Mary's in this spot. And I'll tell you what, Pepperdine is moose. Okay. The last time these guys played, they lost 103-59 earlier this season. I mean, they got
holy shit.
But this Pepperdine team is that bad. Like, they are really, really bad. Okay. And they're coming off another really bad loss to San Francisco where they lost 68-92. St. Mary's right now playing their best basketball of the season, looking like the best mid-major in college basketball. That's a big spread. I'm not going to be taking part in it. I'll be honest with you. But something about that game and that line, I don't know. Pepperdine will probably find a way to cover. I want nothing to do with it, but they are that bad. I understand why you want to lay with St. Mary's. I can't do it though. Pepperdine will find a way to cover.
I kind of like Pepperdine to cover today. I don't know why.
They'll find a way to cover.
Did you know that the Pepperdine campus is from Zoe 101?
Sure, of course.
What is
any,
that high
any
school name?
CBD sharp knows the Pepperdine vibes, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Pepperdine vibes. That feels sharp, Krabs.
It's got to be sharp.
Pepperdine feels
Got it.
sharp. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely the sharp play, but it's like you're either going to be, looking like a genius or the dumbest guy on earth, right?
Or
When they get
actually
blown
the
out by
dumbest
50.
guy on earth.
Yeah.
Like
So
actually
it's,
the
if
dumbest
you want
guy.
to
When
sign
they
up to
lose
bet that,
59 to
welcome to my show, right? Like, welcome to my world. That's how all my bets look, bro.
As always, Krabs, thank you so much for coming on. We got Krabs on every Thursday, guys. All right. So if you're a fan of the show,
Sure.
you're a fan of Krabs, make sure you tune in every Thursday because he's going to be on every Thursday. We love Krabs. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. It's Krabs and Javon. They go through almost every play across every sport on the board. Okay. So if you want a winner in hockey, in the NBA, in NCAA, in maybe preseason baseball, I don't know how horny they've been getting in that, but I know Javon is tapped all the way in, and I know Krabs probably is too. So you stay right here after this stream. You get that stream. Krabs, again, we love you over here at the morning after. Thank you for coming on again on a Thursday.
Keep killing it, boys. Keep grinding. I'll catch you. All right.
Thank you, Krabs. Appreciate you, brother.
It's Pacific Coast Academy.
Pacific Coast Academy. Fuck. Dude, I was trying to think of that the whole time. Once I saw Pepperdine on the board, I was like, dude, what is the high school name of Zoe 101? People forget. They had to cancel that show because, do you know why?
I do not. What happened?
She got pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. 16 years old, pregnant.
Jeez, I did not know that.
Use
That's-
protection.
Whose sister is that? Is that
Jamie Lynn Spears?
so Britney Spears' sister?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. for
Checks
sure.
out.
Checks out.
Checks out. But yeah, ruined my favorite show because someone didn't want to pull out. It's okay. Whatever. Whatever. I get it. Fine. Listen, Josh, here's the thing. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like we need to put a parlay together. And I'm okay if it's outside of college basketball. But I'm going to give you a couple plays that I'm just going to throw them at you. And I just want to, see what you think about them. I'm thinking there's potentials for the Heat plus 4.5 going into Denver. I think there's potentials for a Delaware money line. If we did a show parlay, that wouldn't be me personally taking them. It would just be for the show.
Okay.
Now, obviously I would bet it, but I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be me being like, oh, I'm taking Delaware. It's like, you guys forced me into taking Delaware, but I feel like they might win at home. I also feel like if I had to jump to the hockey board, which, by the way, sometimes I'll get a little sharp on the ice. It might just be the Jets at plus chicken against the Moose Shit Stars. But, I just want to hear your take. What do you got?
You want me to give you mine? What I
Yeah.
would- what I would go
Give me like one leg. Give me 2 legs.
Okay.
And then I'll throw 2 legs.
I think that ECU.
You want them
has-
in the lay?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
ECU.
This is going to only be for the people watching the show. I'm not going to clip. We might clip it. Well, we're going to clip it if it hits. But this is a show exclusive parlay.
I think we go ECU, and my other one would be UNC Wilmington, right? With Trezarian.
Wow. I love that. I'm going to go ahead. And I guess we're just going to keep it college basketball because you gave 2 college basketball. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to say we take. There was a team on here I really wanted to take in the lay. And then we're going to wrap it up. I'm sorry, we're going over, guys. That's my bad. We're going to go Seattle money line. It's a juice favorite at home against UT Arlington. Don't hate that at all. And then, Josh, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Hawaii plus 2.5 playing UC Davis.
Okay.
That's the 14er for
hate
the
that.
show, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we end every show with a little inspiration, a little motivation. Sorry we went over today. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up right next. And after that, we got a revamped surgical stream, possible night sweats tonight. You don't even have to turn the Twitch stream off. You just stay right here. I promise you, we got everything you need for the board today. But listen, we end every show with a little inspiration, a little motivation. Heard something on TikTok the other day that I feel like I want to start doing in my life. And it's giving flowers to people while they can still smell them. Okay? I feel like we don't do that enough as a society. I feel like we don't do that enough as friends, but it's giving flowers while people can still smell them. So I wanted to give some flowers today. Josh, just wanted to say thank you, man. I feel like we had an idea for this show, kind of threw Josh in the hot seat. I said, I want you on camera. I want you talking. I feel like we could do something special. We're now at episode I can't even tell you what. I feel like we've been seeing some great growth. I feel like we're building a good fan base. And I just want to say thank you for taking the risk and sitting in the chair, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
You got it.
Anytime, dude. I fucking love this shit.
You got it. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen from the morning after. We'll see you here again tomorrow morning at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and every morning after that, except for Saturdays and Sundays. Go have a great one. Take one step forward for me today and stay right there. We got BTL coming up next.